Welcome back with Happy Chappy. So, being sure of yourself, uh, sure of your happiness, and sure of doing whatever you have to do that's going to make you happy within you. And so, I find during life, what I found was going through different jobs and how long I would stay in that job. Was I enjoying myself? And if there was something that conflicted with who I was and I wasn't feeling happy in that job, then I would just leave. I wasn't caring about consequences as people would like to look at. What if this is going to happen? What if that's going to happen? What if this? What about this? What if none of that? Because there's always a negative response to something that I'm trying to do positive for myself. And so I could think of positive things. What about this? What about that? And what you will find is people will be in that way of thinking that, well, you need the job, you need to support yourself, you need the whole, support your home, have a roof over your head, you need to pay for this, you need to pay for that. And it's all negative. It's all worry, concern, being stuck in the matrix. And so I find with people that are like how I was would stay in that position and get themselves frustrated in what they're doing. And I've come across people and in conversation and where I've turned around and I've said it. And I'm very blunt with my words. Well, if you don't like it, don't do it. Why are you there? And then you get people who would make up these excuses. Well, I've my home to pay for, I've insurance, or I've a car to pay for, some material stuff. And what they're not focusing on is what they love. And so, if they focused on what they love, they could think of different ways that they could approach that and go in that direction, loving what they do. Well, I'm going to do this. And then I could go on and do this. And then be getting excited by what they want to do because they love it so much instead of going out to work in a rage, slamming the door on your way out and hopping into your car and banging the door and cursing as you drive into work and being so frustrated, bottled up inside that you're sweating it out and you just can't stand to see the people in there. And it's not the people, but you're placing your focus, a hatred outside of you now that it's become that much that you're placing it on other people. Who wants that? If you find yourself doing something I like this or in that direction, why are you there? Are you there just to frustrate yourself and frustrate everyone else? Is that what you came here to do? To annoy yourself? Or are you going to look at yourself and see what's happening and understand how much this stress is going to make you sick? You're already sick. In Chinese philosophy, what we can see is this is how our acupuncture and acupressure, we label it as diseases, as any meridian that's off balance in any way. It's a disease. And so when a sickness is happening, you don't just look at the sickness. You look at how that came about, which is a disease. It grows in you, and the stress that you bring to your life, it's creating disease within you and how you're feeling, and so it grows into a physical thing that's within you, that you become that disease. And so when you're stressing out in life, when you're getting up and you're going to work and you're stressed the fuck out, what do you think's happening in here? You're full of disease. And it's growing and growing until it becomes something that is noticeable in physical form within you. And if you feel emotionally attached to the world that is causing a state within you in the sense, then you need to look at what you're doing and what you need to do that is the opposite of that, in something that you love to do. You're getting up in the morning, you're going out, and you can't wait to get out there. This is the life of it. You're having all that enjoyment and all that satisfaction in your day. You don't want to come home. You're just enjoying it that much. You're excited to go out there. Unless you're doing that, you ain't doing what's right for you. And you need to do what's right for you. That's your responsibility, to do what's right for you. Anyway, it's just something that I used to do no matter what I was doing. Or no matter, I didn't think about where I was going to land. What I really noticed in life was no matter what I do, no matter what choices I would make, whether they're good or bad, I always got by. I was always able to move forward in who I was and grow in who I am by making better choices, by thinking about me and not the world. And sometimes maybe I had less money, maybe I didn't have all the things other people had, but I was happy. I was happy in who I was. I didn't care about Tom, Dick, or Harry down the road. They didn't mean nothing to me. My happiness meant everything to me. And so should yours. It should be the most important thing to you. And when you're happy, you're a better person. When you're unhappy, your vibration lingers out there like nothing normal. Can you imagine slamming doors? People know, oh, they're in a mood. And then they're coming into work and being in this mood. Nobody's going to like you. They're just going to think, oh, he's a prick. All he does is moan and cry and whine and make noise. He doesn't even need to make noise, showing his anger and frustration because he's a little bitch. That's what they're going to think of you because you're acting that way. But if you're going out there and enjoying life and excited and jolly, people are going to be, how? What are they doing? Something that they love. So maybe you should do something that you love. This be Happy Chappy. Love and peace.